Hello and welcome back to Trails to Azure Part 18. Continuing where we left off on Friday, but last week. Checking the last two areas on day 2 to start day 2 off. West Street and Central Square. I can't remember if I actually did with the back alley, but I might double check that. But talking to the people that seem noteworthy and purchasing stuff that might be relevant. Sadly, I can't purchase Sunshine Agnes 1, so that's over. Still gonna collect crossbow times. But yeah, going through the remaining 2 zones and then getting quests. First the inspection on the rails, then the monster extermination, and then what I'm thinking might be Phantom Thief B. Phantom Thief B might not be today. It all depends on how long everything else takes. Because this inspection could take a long time. The monster extermination probably won't take long, as long as it's not a pain. Yeah, talking to people now. Momo was playing with Anri and Ryu again. My shy little flower bud is finally starting to blossom. I'll have to thank those boys for breaking her out of her shell. I'm sure there'll be articles about the trade conference on the front page of the next Crossbow Times. That one will probably fly off the shelves, so I plan on ordering extra. Let's check in their room. I already got this. I kind of wish the books disappeared after I read them, but it makes sense that they don't. If you're looking for Mr. Grimwood, he's out on business today. I can take a message for you if you want. No, I don't need that. Only authorized personnel are allowed to enter Orcus Tower today. I know it's for security purposes, but I'm still a little disappointed. I know I took a ton of photos yesterday, but I was hoping to get some closer shots this time. Okay. I've decided to start giving that prodigal husband of mine the silent treatment. Once he brings himself to apologize to me, then we can talk forgiveness. Yeah, like buying a car, wanting to build a garage. My wife and I had quite a spat yesterday. She's been ignoring me ever since. It cuts much more deeply when we're living under the same roof like this, though. I need to figure out a way to make it up with her, and fast. Unhealthy relationship. They're not the most unhealthy, but like, they could be physically fighting. My husband actually received some new contract offers this morning. Orcus Tower may be complete, but as long as buildings need to be made, his work is far from over. I was in charge of designing the exterior of Orcus Tower. I don't know much about how it's integrated with the Orbital network. All of that would fall under the expertise of a different architect that Mayor Croix recommended for the building's interior. I'll concede, it did end up teaching me the importance of collaboration firsthand. This guy seems old. And by old I mean over the age of like 40. I'm pretty sure that if you work as an architect for 15, 20 years, you probably learn that collaboration is important. Considering architects need to work with civil engineers to make a physically viable structure. Levick and Olga are having a couple squirrel. I felt just awful interrupting them when I went to collect my pay. You could cut the tension with a knife. I know I shouldn't be sticking my nose in their affairs, but now I can't stop worrying about their relationship. It's weird that she has to collect their pay, unless this couple is the one that owns the apartment building. But if they did, then they would have been able to make the garage. I don't know, it's weird. Apparently, Erebonia's Imperial Chronicle and Remfuria's Ardent Press are covering today's conference. I may as well read their articles and cross-reference them with the Crossbow Times. Whenever customers have a choice between breads, they usually go for that stupid ciabatta head Oscars instead of mine. Ugh, what the heck am I doing wrong? Fine, whatever. If that's the way he wants to play, then the oven mitts are off. I'm going to outdo the Bennett special and produce the bread to end all breads. What a goofy pair. Reporters have been flooding the bakery since the second we opened for the day. It was a change of pace for sure. Usually, office workers make up the bulk of our early morning customers. It makes sense. Bread is something you can eat whenever, even while you're working. That's just one of its many selling points, yeah. We definitely need an explanation of, we need the selling points of bread. They were sold out of my favorite bread this morning. Ooh, did the rats eat it? A crowd of reporters covering the trade conference stopped by this morning. They practically wiped our shelves clean. I would have baked another few batches of bread if I'd seen it coming. Look at this bread. Uncooked, just sitting there. Oven. That doesn't really look like an oven. And the only reason it doesn't look like an oven is because it's just a 2D image on a wall, but that's kind of to be expected in anything like this. But well, is that Tio I see? Hello. It's been a while. Too long to be certain. Too long to be certain. I'm glad you're doing well, dear. We should all have dinner together again sometime, if you get the chance. I could never pass up an offer to enjoy your cooking, Miss News. No kidding. It really has that mother's touch to it, you know? Stuff's delicious. Oh, really? A homemade meal does sound good. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Okay. Homemade meal. Most of the stuff they eat for dinner is homemade. It's like, it doesn't really track, but... Well, it's only right that your new members be invited too. I'll make sure to whip up enough of a feast for all of you. That'd be great, Auntie Letta. I'll let you know when we're off duty. Weird. Okay. Ryu and his little friends went to go see Orcus Tower today. They were just there yesterday, too. I suppose it'll be a while before they get bored of it. And her? Oh, all by herself. This fashion magazine I'm reading has Maribel on the cover. I want to be just like her. How come Maribel gets to be beautiful and smart? They say some women are just lucky like that. Must be nice. Is Pansy basically admitting either she's ugly or she's stupid? What a lack of faith when you're only like 6 or 7 is what they look like. Uh-huh. I see. I'll have to buy some souvenirs before I go home. Snap. Over here on your right, you'll find Genten Central Square's very own Orbital store. This establishment is well known for carrying a wide assortment of Orbital products from all over Zemuria. They offer the very latest in Orbital technology which, as you may imagine, lends to their popularity among citizens and tourists alike. We're expecting there to be a high chance that terrorists will show up. I can't afford to let my guard down for a second. Any suspicious persons or objects are going to need my utmost attention. It's the only smart thing to do. This guy never matters, care for a balloon. I even have one marked with the crest of each country participating in the trade conference. That guy has to matter eventually. Do I have... I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't. I have 88 of 2. It's kind of funny that I have the same amount. There could be people to talk to in there, no one that I care about. Okay. Slurp. Have you noticed how strict security is around the city lately? I can't even go for a simple walk with all these officers meandering about. She has never gone for a walk in her life because she's been sitting in this chair for the last 6 months. Yeah, Nono's cooking now? Isn't this all happening way too quickly? Wait a minute. I'm gonna end up out of a job at this rate. No way. That could never happen, right? Oh, that would be such good news. Belthio was as upset as you might expect when he learned Braun had entrusted the cooking to Nono. Maybe all he needed was to motivate himself this entire time was a rival. Or he's just a bad cook. Like, that's allowed. Any of them will do, dear. Could you please choose already? Tell you what, I'll close my eyes, flip to a random page in the menu, and order whatever I put my finger at. Okay, just gotta close my eyes and... What did you choose? Wanna know what he chose? Hey, it's the couple again. I'm pretty sure it's the same couple. It pains me to say this, but we're barely scraping by on our travel budget. You don't suppose they have a value menu we can order from? Huh? What happened to ordering whatever I wanted? We've definitely seen them before. I can't remember where though. Didn't realize I was dating a big fat liar. I mean, they're both kind of dumb. Like, she's just there for the money. He's just there to show off that he has money, but he doesn't have money. Both of them are kind of shallow. Hey, so I don't know the deets, but apparently Arios and Prince Albert are like totally BFFs. I'm so jelly. Just imagine getting to hang out with them all the time. Oh yeah. Didn't Ramfuria give Arios a medal or something for being all that and a bag of snacks? Weird. Maybe that's how he and the prince got so buddy-buddy. What a weird... Like, all that in a bag of snacks. I've heard it before. But it's just... weird. Okay, I don't imagine... He's probably not relevant, but... Word is, there's a strong chance armed radicals might attack the conference. Ugh. I don't get paid enough for this. What good am I against terrorists? That's your entire job, isn't it? Because, like, Crossbow's all about the threats from out of state. So if you're a police officer in Crossbow, your job is to deal with threats from out of state. Today's the main session of that conference, right? Well, no point fretting about it. It's not as if they'd ever let me attend. It'd be very funny if she were there. For some magical reason. Okay, let's talk to all these folks. So, the main event of the conference... is starting up later today. I never could wrap my head around politics or finances, but I hope it goes well for the mayor and the speaker, I guess. Maybe I can give Mayor Dieter Croix some moral support by cheering from all the way over here. Give me a D, give me an I, give me an E. Wait a minute. Die. That's good. A good joke. The view from the top of that tower must be absolutely splendid and horrifying. No matter how many times I see that building, it always blows me away. It's true what they say. A new landmark like this is really going to put Crossbell on the map. So we've got terrorists aiming to make a move at the leaders of both major powers, eh? Well, I won't let it rattle my cage. If anything, I'm more prepared than ever before now. That's not a sentence normal people would say. It would just be, if anything, I'm more prepared than ever. Because, like, if you're more prepared than ever, then by definition, you're more prepared than ever by now. Before now. Like, because more prepared than ever implies before now. So you don't need the before now at the end, but that's not important. Anyhow, me and my men are going to stick to the security assignment Dudley changed up yesterday. We'd all better look alive out here if we plan on making it through this. Ooh, that seems like Donovan's gonna get shot. Because this is the sniper position. So Donovan's gonna get hurt, is my guess. There could be shoes and stuff worth buying, but... Mom's Operation Apology actually worked last night. Like, completely. That hug and those tears, man, she really knows how to act. Shoot, I missed that. I don't have the context. I wish I did. Janetta went out to dinner with a group of rich guys last night. Sounds like it didn't go over too well, though. I wonder why I feel so relieved about that. Weird. What a goofy character. Oh, he doesn't sell the catch-up one. Cool. I hear you, Rhines. Chill out. I can't write without a pen. And Grace Lynn never settles for anything but the best, the very best. So, they've got some new models in. Their lineup's looking pretty snazzy these days. Now, which one of these babies should I try? It's funny because she's definitely not looking at pens. Would you please hurry up, Grace? We don't have much time. Okay, it is ink. Good. Grace said we had to go shopping because her favorite pen ran out of ink. We still have a little bit of time, but I've got a sinking feeling about all this. Yes, they're there for ink, not a pen. We've had many guests come in to view Orcus Tower from our rooftop today. It's doing wonders for our foot traffic and sales numbers. But above all, it's fostered a lively atmosphere for our customers. And I couldn't be happier to be of service to them. I can't believe Janetta went and invited men to her after-work dinner plans. I understand they were all wealthy and but even still. I've never excelled in those kinds of situations. Is Janetta the one on the far right, or is it her? It's the one on the far right, I assume. Janetta invited 3 men to our girls' night out dinner yesterday. Unfortunately for her, though, they were zeroed in on Cynthia the entire time. Janetta looks so depressed today. I hope she'll be okay. Oh, this is not Janetta. Who's Janetta? Is she up above? Janetta looks a little down in the mouth today. It worries me. She seemed over the moon just yesterday. I wonder what could have happened. I assume Janetta's the one right above me? Because that's the only woman upstairs? No woman. Oh, it's her. I thought last night was going to be my night for sure. Cynthia's just too charming. I think even I'm starting to fall for her. That's how appealing she is. But seriously, was it too much to ask that even one of those guys noticed me? Just one? Today's the main session of that conference, right? Well, no point in fretting about it. It's not as if they'd ever let me attend. I'd talk to her. Who's she? Okay, I could have read that, but it wasn't going to matter. I was checking in case it was another bit of the story. Actually, this makes me want to talk to those guys over there. I think I've finished this area. Well, I haven't talked to Garand, but he never matters. Hey there, little lady. Looks like you're finally back with the SSS. That one guy left me some marble staves, so I figured I'd be seeing your face again soon. Which guy exactly? Roberts? Chief Roberts, presumably. His attempts at preemptive consideration only served to fuel my growing aggravation. Well, I'm sure he's just doing it out of love. He's worried for you after all. You know, really, he's not really a bad person. In fact, I'd say he's a pretty caring guy. I won't deny it, but it doesn't make him any less overbearing. That is the part I could do without. Between his constant meddling and inability to stay quiet, I would prefer to interact with him as little as possible. Oof, poor guy. Yikes. You two must have quite the history together. Haha. I don't get your relationship one bit, but I do know that we'll be back to selling staves from here on out. You ever need one, you know who to ask. It's really weird that he doesn't just give her the staves. Like, it makes no sense. It's like, oh yeah, let's give it to this guy to sell to you instead of just giving it to her. I wanted to talk to these dudes. I don't like them, but I'm assuming they're the ones that the people at times were hanging out with. Oh no, I've already talked to them. They didn't even mention it, so it might not have been them. Yeah, they said nothing about that meeting. Okay, I visited every district. Now it's time to go to the station quest. Ooh. I want to gamble at the casino with Daddy too. I'm so glad I read it. I wonder which direction our hotel is in. I splurged on some fancy lodgings in the entertainment district, and we're going to enjoy every second of it. Not a good father. Not reacting to his daughter saying, I want to gamble too. Ooh, look at all the flags. This one's Erebonia. My assumption here is Remfuria? Yeah, this one over here is Liberal, because it's a White Falcon. So I assume this is the Republic. Because Remfuria, I don't know, connected to healing and medicine. So the leaves make sense. And the only one left, and I think I remember it being mentioned that the stag was relevant to one of the two big ones. No offense to Remfuria or Liberal, but Calvard and Erebonia I think are bigger. Questing time. Here we are, Crossbell Station. One of the inspection officers has sent us a request, right? Yeah, let's see if we can find him. Okay. Inspection officers are... Yep, it was up here. Oh. Are you the special support section by any chance? We are. We received your support request and came to inquire for more details. You're an inspection officer from Calvard, correct? Last time it was Erebonia. That I am. My name is Marlowe. I was transferred here from the Republican Army. I'd like to start right away. That is, assuming you'll accept my request. Help with inspection. He's much less rude than the Empire one. We'd be glad to lend a hand. Thank you. Allow me to bring you up to speed. It's rather simple, actually. This request only consists of one task. You'll be assisting me with conducting an inspection on a train bound for Calvard. Oh, well, there's a coincidence. An Imperial inspection officer had us lend a hand with that once, so we should be able to manage. We just have to check to see if there are any suspicious people or items on board, right? Precisely. Your experience in this matter will make this much easier. Keep in mind that security is currently much stricter across the city in light of the trade conference. Not only is our inspection process more rigorous than usual, we are also expected to cooperate with the police department. We simply don't have enough inspectors to handle the increased workload right now, hence my request. The next train to Calvard is now arriving at Platform 1. Please watch your step as you make your way to the platform. And that's our train. I'll give you all the details once we're on the platform. Inspection on the rails started. I have no guide this time. Hey, they didn't force me to walk the 4 feet. Lovely. Whoa, look at that. It's gonna be the Imperial train. Nice and red. It's the Eisengraph, a train used exclusively by the Imperial government. Its regal design is almost a symbol of the Empire in and of itself. I like trains, they're pretty fun. There's certainly something very Imperial about it. Well, the Blood and Iron Chancellor did arrive on that circus on rails. That cocky bastard sure loves to stand out. It's damn impressive, I'll give it that. I mean, I'm willing to bet they didn't spare a single mirror building it either. Yes, and its appearance is far from its only impressive aspect. Focus on the job at hand, please. I hear that the Eisengraph is also the fastest orbital train in existence. That claim is still unverified, however, as its exact specifications have yet to be publicly disclosed. That's still pretty impressive. Okay. It's the fastest train, but there's no proof. That's still pretty impressive. Like, that's a weak follow-up line. I wouldn't expect any less from a nation with a railway infrastructure as robust as Erebonia's. No one else on the continent can match them in that respect. Come on, get to your job. Stop talking about the other country's train. That much is clear. The Empire's in a league of its own, in more fields than one. Yeah, you say this in front of the Calvardian rail inspector. Ahem. If you're quite finished, I would like to explain the details of the request. See, these guys are so unprofessional. Sorry, we didn't mean to get distracted. Please, continue. Thank you. Thank you. As I mentioned before, I would like your assistance with our inspection duties. Some of you will be examining all the passengers' entry applications and luggage. The rest will participate in a safety inspection of the train itself. What does a safety inspection entail exactly? You will be assisting me directly. I will be providing a set of instructions to follow for a series of checks. That's probably what we're doing. I see there are 6 of you in total. Well, we'll have you form 3 pairs then. 2 to inspect the cabins, and 1 to act as my helpers. Pairs? I think I remember working individually last time. Yes, that's the way it went when we assisted with an inspection earlier this year. Because we had fewer people. Oh, that's right. You've done this before. Typically, 1 person would be enough, yes. This time, however, we will need to be more thorough, and we have more people to work with. The conference calls for stricter inspections, hence why you'll be doubling up. I see. That makes sense. I'll let you decide how to divide yourselves up. Though, if you're having trouble, you could always resort to rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors? That's right. Strictly speaking, there's no real need to put too much thought to these teams. The sooner we start, the sooner we finish. Which, I'm sure would be in both of our interests. Well, in that case, I don't have any objections. What about you guys? It sounds like a good time to me, so why not? How should we decide who plays whom? Play? I have a suggestion, actually. Everyone goes simultaneously. Oh, okay. Play in rock, paper, scissors instead of just choosing. Everyone goes simultaneously, and if 2 people choose the same shape, they'll form a pair. Then repeat the process until all of you have been paired off. You seem awfully familiar with this. Haha, more or less. We divvied up our work like this to mix things up from time to time, back when I worked in Calvard. It's a flexible concept these stuck-up Erebonian inspectors would never use. What a weird everything. I'm not sure I'd call that attitude very flexible either. It likely boils down to the differences in their country's cultures. Meh, potato. Anyway, want to give it a whirl? Sounds good. Alright guys, on shoot. Let's go with... let's go with paper, who cares? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Wow, it's a perfect 3-way split. I mean, that's... Okay. If one person throws 1, there's a 1 in 3 chance for each of the other people to have thrown the same. I'm far too distant from a statistics class or lecture to remember how I would find that. but a perfect three-way split is very unlikely. I guess that decides our pairs. Wazzy and me, Ellie and Tio, and Randy and Noel. This should be fun. Looks like you're all ready to go. How should we split up the work? I wouldn't mind helping out Inspector Marlowe. As a CGF guardsman, I have plenty of experience checking the freight trains that pass through Tangram Gate. Ugh. I was hoping we wouldn't have to do the people stuff. Well, why didn't you say so sooner? I could certainly use the help. Now then, if we're all decided, let's proceed to our posts. I want the other two teams to split up the passenger cabins. We've made the announcement already, so let everyone know that you're assistant inspectors and you should be fine. Roger that, sir. Ugh, it's gonna be the same thing where you have to talk to everyone and then talk to certain people again and then, oh, you caught them. Alright. We're in charge of the last two cars. Looks like that gives us quite a few passengers to inspect. Wonderful. I guess we'll have to check them individually, if we want to be thorough about it. Excuse us, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? Oh ma, I hope you're doing alright. Looks like someone isn't paying attention to their surroundings. Ahem, excuse me. Sorry about that. I was spacing out, wasn't I? You're the inspection officers, right? Please, go right ahead. Thank you. This should only take a few moments. Okay. Your luggage and papers are all in order? We appreciate your cooperation. Of course, no problem at all. Excuse us, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? Sure, go right ahead. Good luck with your inspections. Thanks, be done in a jiff. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thanks for your cooperation. Not at all. It's only right that I let you do your jobs. Thank you. Bye-bye. It was nothing. Let's try talking to her. Yay. Watch out, Grandma and Grandpa. Here we come. Pardon us, we're assistant inspectors. I'm going to skip this every time because it's the same every time. Heh, I've been waiting for you. Go right ahead. Do your worst. Okay. Looks like we've got a live one. I kind of feel like the assumption here is it's going to be a red herring, and he's just here to mess with us because he's like just an enthusiastic dude. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thanks for your cooperation. So did you notice, eh? This folder full of contracts? I'm in the middle of some big negotiations right now. These bad boys are going to make me a killing. He's gonna lose so much money. Oh, I can't wait to get these signed, sealed, and delivered. Oh, how about that? I hope it goes well. That's what the enthusiasm is about. He just wanted to show off, or he wanted to distract us. Same intro. No problem at all. Go right ahead. Okay, that should do it. Your papers and luggage all check out. There's just one thing. Oh, is something wrong? We never saw a boarding pass while we were going through that luggage of yours. Why is that? You didn't see my ticket? No. That can't be. I'm absolutely positive I placed it in my bag. I can't find it. Where could it have gone? Is it in my pocket? Perhaps? Rats. Not there either. I'm sorry. Would you mind waiting just a moment? I know my ticket's around here someplace. I'll show you as soon as I dig it out. Alright. We'll give you a minute and come back. Let's continue inspecting the others. We'll keep an eye on him and circle back. My assumption is he's going to try to pull a fast one, but maybe not. It's the Hey Yue kid. Start here. Hi there, we're assistant inspectors. May we see your entry papers and check your luggage? Huh? Why do we have to let you go through our stuff? Hey, knock it off. There's no need to be rude to the guy. Sorry about that. My sister can be a bit of a handful. I promise you she isn't trying to be a little brat on purpose. Who do you think you're calling a brat? Some older brother you are. I can start, right? I don't see why not. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thank you for your cooperation. It's fine. If anything, I should be apologizing for what my sister put you through. What the hell? If anyone should be apologizing here, it should be me for having a big fat idiot for a brother. Let's get the heck out of here. I hope she's staring at the other train. Yep, she is. Lovely. It's just as I heard. The Eisengraph is a true marvel of engineering. I can hardly contain myself. Drool. How do you do sound effects for drool? Just water dripping? Gross. Whoops. Don't want anyone seeing that. Did she just start drooling just now? Pardon us. We're assistant inspectors. Can't you see I'm busy train watching? The stationary train. Everything you need is in the bag. Go ahead and knock yourselves out. Okay, then. Okay. Your luggage and papers are all checked. Okay, your luggage and papers all check out. Thank you for your cooperation. How many more minutes do we have left together, my sweet? I'm not ready to say goodbye yet. Heh. Off in her own little world. Kind of a wholesome character, just obsessed with the train. Good day. We're assistant inspectors. His outfit. Is that man with Heiyue? Can we help you? What's going on here? Excuse us, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? But of course, we don't mind. Well, yeah, because they have to be on the up and up to get in and out easily. Fine, make it quick. Okay. I'm guessing the little one is connected to Heiyue too. He sure has a mouth on him. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thank you for your cooperation. Not at all. You're very welcome. If you're done here, then take your leave. Quickly now. Right. What a... It's interesting that this one has the precocious brat and the little brat, whereas the other one has the old man who's probably going to borrow someone else's ticket to try to pass it as his own. You act as if you're making a request instead of a demand. Fine, go ahead. Just try to make it quick. Right, this won't take long. Okay, your luggage and papers are all checked. Thank you for your cooperation. Your gratitude doesn't mean much when I never had a choice in the matter to begin with. Is that all? If so, do me a favor and make yourself scarce. Of course, if you'll excuse us. So these are the kinds of fun little interactions inspectors have, huh? How delightfully stressful. Oh, that reminds me of a weird scenario. On a train once in Ontario, Canada. Someone boarded without a ticket, so they had to do the old school putting a piece of paper on their credit card so that they could get their credit card so that they could pay for the travel that they did, and it was weird. It was a weird scenario all around. I think that's everyone. Almost. We still have to speak with the old man who lost his boarding ticket. Shall we head to the fourth car? Right. Time to make our way back there and see if... Give me back my ticket! Lloyd. Yeah, let's go. You're not fooling me. I know for a fact that it has to be one of you two. Now, who did it? Fess up already. Who's green hair again? Red hair is the merchant with a lot of papers. Who's green hair? He's not very memorable. Excuse me, what's going on here? Oh, it's the inspector from before. You got here just in time, Inspector. This old fart is accusing me of Old fart? Why, you no good, cheeky... Everyone, please, calm down. Hold your horses, people. Let's all take a deep breath and sort this out one at a time. Now I get the full picture. You bought a ticket to Orid State that seated you in the 4th car of this train. What's more, these 2 gentlemen claim to have made the exact same purchase themselves. What's weird about that? And now that your ticket has gone missing, you're accusing one of them of stealing it. Do I have that right? Yes, exactly. There's no doubt in my mind I had that ticket on me when I walked onto the train platform. I couldn't have lost it between here and there. That doesn't make a lick of sense. It can be under his seat or something. The only reasonable explanation is that one of these 2 stole it. I understand why you'd think that, sir. We can't jump to conclusions just yet. It's alright. It's alright. Let him believe what he wants, I say. He's just a senile old man, after all. I actually really hope the merchant stole it so he gets kicked off, and then he loses the ability to go back home and deal with his contracts. How dare you, you little... That's enough. You 2 need to settle down and be rational about this. We're not going to get anywhere if you keep hurling insults at each other. I actually kind of hope they both just have to stay here. Now then, I have a simple question to ask the 2 of you here who do have a boarding pass. What is the purpose of your journey? Business? Pleasure? We need to know that before anything else. You want to know what we're traveling for? And what does that have to do with anything? Are you going to prove my innocence with that alone? Potentially, yes. A thief can't control the destination of a stolen ticket, so their reason for traveling may be fabricated. If that were the case, the culprit would slip up and make themselves known, potentially. Though, telling the people, oh, they might slip up, if one of them is lying, letting them know ahead of time the reason you're asking this makes it easier for them to lie, I would think. So that's your game. I admit it'd be fun to see the culprit be his own downfall. That's perfect. Well then, answers a lot of lad's questions. Oh, I will, and gladly at that. I'm a merchant, and I'm on my way to broker some very important negotiations in Orid State. I have the contracts right here. My client is a business in Orid known as the Liu Company. So tell me, what reason would I have to steal a ticket from this doddering old foggy? Or fogey? I think supposedly fogey is the pronunciation, but I say foggy because F-O-G is fog and E-Y is E. So foggy. Grr. Alright. And what about you, sir? Well, my hometown is in Orid State. Isn't that enough of a reason to travel there? No one's saying it isn't. That didn't help much. We won't be able to come to a conclusion at this rate. So much for letting them slip up. This may be one case we can't crack. Looks like it. Our only option may be to hand this over to Inspector Marlowe. Sorry, we're gonna have to ask you to wait here a while longer. The Chief Inspection Officer should be able to sort this out soon. Thank you for doing what you could in there, everyone. It must have been difficult, especially regarding that ticket theft argument. I didn't have the right voice. I'm gonna stick with my new voice because the other voice was weird. Don't mention it. Is there any hope of identifying the thief? There might be no thief. Yes, I believe so. We collect information on ticket purchasers, specifically for cases like these. If our inspections reveal that a theft has indeed occurred, we can arrest the culprit at the next station. That's good to hear. What about the old guy who got robbed? We have no proof he got robbed. He might have just lost his ticket. Like, it's being written as if it's a foregone conclusion that he was robbed, but there's no proof that he was robbed. Thus far. If they provided proof that he definitely was robbed, good. But he could have lost it under his seat. He could have dropped it. Like, it could have slipped anywhere. He could have just thought he put it in his bag, but forgot to put it in his bag, because I've done stuff like that before. He was in a hurry, so he didn't mind buying a second ticket for now. Once the thief has been identified, we'll have them reimburse the cost. That older gentleman had an unlucky break, but still, it could have been worse. True, he may not get immediate justice, but things should sort themselves out sooner rather than later. I guarantee it's going to end with us finding, like if we walk around the platform after this, we're going to find a ticket. Quite right. You should be satisfied with the work that you've done today. Thank you once again for your help. You're welcome. We are just glad we could make things easier for you. Don't hesitate to contact us if you ever need our assistance again. Inspection on rails complete. Can I go back? They won't let me. Darn. I'm just here to check if there's like, hey, he clearly did drop it, because it's a fairly weak quest. Ooh, a car. Car Star Special Edition. Sits dazzlingly on the bench. Shiny paintwork. Altair was pretty fun. They've got this place called the Sire River. It was huge. There were a ton of boats on it too. Altair? Where's Altair? What am I going to do with you? You devoured all the roasted chestnuts we bought as souvenirs in Altair before we even left the train. You better not come crying to me if you end up spoiling your appetite for dinner tonight. Dinner. Wait, so is that the Calvardian symbol? If it's that there and that there, it must be. So Crossbow has a bunch of tourist attractions now, huh? There are a lot of places you can reach by bus too. Maybe we should go see the sights. We? Who's she with? Inspection Officer Marlowe was transferred here from the Republican Army. Inspection Officer Quattro, on the other hand, transferred from the Imperial Army. The two don't get along, suffice it to say. I suppose it's unavoidable, given Ereboni and Calvard's problematic history over the years. Thank you for choosing Crossbow Station. The Imperial Army will be assisting with railway platform security for the duration of the trade conference. Sketchy that it's the Imperial Army. We appreciate your understanding during these stricter inspections. Okay. I'm heading to Erebonia on a business trip. Can't say I'm not curious about the trade conference, but I'm sure they'll write all of it about it in the Imperial Chronicle. Oh, I'm sorry. Could you give me just a moment, please? Crossbow Station is currently conducting inspections in accordance with the Zemurian Railroad Corporation bylaws. Any passengers departing for Erebonia or Calvard will fill out a travel entry form and present it to an inspection officer. I'm just here to see if any of these talk about a ticket being lost. They don't. That was kind of... I bet there's another quest that follows up on that eventually. Or there's something I missed somewhere, but... Maybe if I taught before going to the next one, if I'd looked around, maybe I could have found a random loose ticket. I don't know. But... it's Monster Hunt time. This is done. Now it's Ursula Road, which is the south. Ursula Road. Do I want... let's just run. I have no idea where it is, so I'm gonna run through. It's not here. I have to double check for chests, though, because I might have missed some. Okay, I don't want... oh, I don't have the quartz that lets me actually see enemies. I need to equip that. Who has it? Does she? Oh. It's because they changed my... yeah, there. They forcibly changed my team away from the better team of AoE attack. I think the AoE... did I swap her quartz? Yes. For the EP restore for long-term stability until I get more EP restore options. Because I think being able to use arts more is worth a lot. I mean, 5 per kill is not a ton. But it's probably not actually worth using it for that specifically. But it also gives bonuses that are useful. Okay. Oops. Okay. Gotta get out of here. Pretty sure did grab all the chests along the way. Fight is not here. At some point I do need to do the fishing quests, because as much as it's not interesting, it does give, like, at least in 0 it gave, ooh, that's a shining palm. I need to fight that. So let's hope he doesn't disappear and I can ambush him. Okay, I need the bird to go away. Well, it's not really a bird, it's a butterfly bird. Okay. Let's hope that they can hit it. I'm not gonna be able to kill it. I don't think I have anything that hits hard enough or fast. Let's just try. Why did it flee? It wasn't its turn. Or maybe it was and I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I don't like shining palms. They give great rewards, but you need very, like, super burst heavy stuff to actually stand any chance. Why was it going here? I got distracted. Wait, what? Was it? What? I talked to him because he's here. Hey there, Harold. Good to see you. What brings you to St. Ursula today? I'm here to deliver an order of bed sheets. I'd like to get them to their new home as quickly as possible, if you don't mind. Sure thing. I'll give you a hand carrying them inside. Thank you. I appreciate it. Interesting. Go to the middle. I don't... Like, does the road to the... Does the road to the Stargazer Tower count as the Ursula Road? Or am I just bad at reading? Because I definitely could just be bad at reading words. But this isn't Ursula Road anymore, I thought. Yeah, because Ursula Road's here. Maybe I'm more confused than I should be. But I'm pretty sure it always shows on the map where they are. Yeah, there's no circle. I'll just run here for a second to double check in case it's just not showing up. Because this seems like the type of place it would be. It's gonna take much longer than I thought if I can't find it. Oops. I'm confused. Oops. I am very... Did I get that chest? I should have gotten that chest already, I think, but... I'd be surprised if I didn't. Okay. That was one that I definitely read already. Wrong buttons again. Like, it's not here, and St. Ursula's right there. So are they counting the Stargazer Tower path as as Ursula Road? Despite it explicitly not being Ursula Road? Because when you're on the path towards the Stargazer Tower, it explicitly states that that northeast bit is to Ursula Road. I'm gonna run down there once and then I'm gonna... I already checked here, right? Like, it's not on the map. It should be on the map. Or it has been on the map every single time. Okay, I'm just blind. It shouldn't be here because this isn't Ursula Road. But, whatever. That should be fine. Because if I go here to Ursula Road, that means this isn't Ursula Road. Because you can't go to some place that you already are. Ugh. I don't want them to pick a fight. Okay. Okay, nice and healthy enough. Let's hope this goes well. Oh god. This is not gonna go well. He's going to impede one of them. She's just gonna... She doesn't have many options yet. How does that not hit all of them? That's questionable. Okay, this is what she's doing. She's going to... Okay, she didn't move. I was hoping she would move. Okay, she's going to move. It's a waste of a critical, but decent damage. Eesh, I can't take that many hits of that. I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm trying to press the button to S brake, but it's not letting me because I guess I don't have any S brakes that are usable. Actually, does she have... Breath is not huge, Recarry is not enough. If we do this, it's gonna go off right away, but it's not gonna heal at all. I don't want to do that because I want to save up for the S break, so I will actually... Breath. Okay. Maybe... I don't have much by way of options. I could have focused them first, but it's too late now. Chaos Brand's only a 10% to confuse. So I'm gonna focus on these guys first. I guess I need to impede as many as I can. I don't know if Raging Spin would deal anything. Okay, I need her to move. Okay. What I could do... I want to save up for her S break. I want to deal as much damage as I can to charge her craft points. Good hit. Not being able to use crafts is actually very limiting. Okay. Hope that this kills one of them, at least. No, but it did actually impede. I didn't realize that it was an impede. Let's just use this really quick. Quick cleanse into this. Wait, what is this now? Oh, this is the guard one. That's actually really good. I was hoping for the damage one, but it's actually very good art. Like it does... It's gonna keep them from dying. Which I mean, actually what that's gonna do is... Nope. Aerial. Because of that, Tio's gonna be the only, like, craft spammer on my team. Because being able to get that S-craft off as much as possible is going to be very valuable. There must be some counter to super recovery. There's no way they make something like that that you can't do anything about. I assume they actually resist water, but I'm just going to do this to check. You know what? It doesn't matter. I just shoot these guys. And arrow sickle. Maybe kill him? Nope. It actually did a lot of damage. Actually didn't expect them to take that much damage from water. Because aesthetically they don't seem like water. They seem like they are water type enemies. Nice targeting. Let's use this, see how effective Earth is. Water does a lot of damage compared to what I expected. Okay, Earth did good damage too. Blue drop, I guess. Okay, they should die on these hits. I almost ran out of... Hey, 60 material, that's good. Craft book, Akasha. I almost ran out of EP. This is one of those craft books, if I'm not mistaken. At first glance, its contents seem to be a good fit for Ellie and Wazi's combat styles. Would you like to give it a try, Wazi? Why, absolutely. It's so goofy. Akashic Star. So, I'm gonna run all the way back. I guess I kind of don't have a free heal location anymore, because I can't go into the A sector of the geofront anymore. So I guess I'm gonna go to... I'm gonna save, go to the SSS headquarters, see if they let me just sleep there to full heal. And if it passes time, then that's an issue, but... It's still chapter 2. I don't need to feed the cat again, but I'm gonna make sure I've fed the cat. I do need to go catch a fish. I'll be resuming my duties of feeding you Lloyd's prized collection starting today. Which it was. It's good to see you again too, Cope. Nya, 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 nya. Yeah, I've definitely already fed Cope. I was here to enter Lloyd's room and heal. So yeah, you can just full heal at home, so you have no reason to go down there anyway. Let's just double check actually. There's nothing back here, right? Yeah. So, I'm going to be stopping for today because I guarantee that, assuming it's a Phantom Thief B quest, it will take me... That's not bad. It will take me a long time if it is indeed a Phantom Thief B quest. It'll take at least 40-50 minutes because those can be very involved. So, assuming it's a Phantom Thief B quest, I will stop just outside of the location of IBC. And then I will stop there for today. Just get them. I wish I could get them all lined up, like horizontally facing this way, but okay. That is the end for today. Next time, what? I'm still in high speed mode. Next time will be, I assume, a Phantom Thief B quest. I hope it's a good one, because the Phantom Thief B quests are incredibly hit or miss. But have a good day. Bye bye.